Hello, I am Jill Scharfman, and this is a mini episode of Let My People Eat, where I share a personal story, a parable, or a bit of Jewish history from which we can all learn something. Samuel Langhorne Clemens, who was born in 1835 and died in 1910, was known by his pen name Mark Twain. He was an American writer, humorist, entrepreneur, publisher, and lecturer. His novels include The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and its sequel, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. The latter was often called the Great American Novel. An American Jewish lawyer once asked Twain, why, in your judgment, the Jews have been, and are even now in these days of supposed intelligence, the butt of baseless, vicious animosities. The lawyer asked, can American Jews do anything to correct this prejudice either in America or abroad? Will it ever come to an end? In response, Twain penned Concerning the Jews, which Harper's Magazine published in 1898. Twain expected the article to please almost no one. His prediction was correct. Twain argued that prejudice against Jews derived neither from their public conduct nor their religion, but from envy that Christians felt toward Jewish economic achievements. Twain thought Jewish success a product of their good citizenship, family loyalty, intelligence, and business acumen. He thought crime and drunkenness non-existent among Jews, that they cared for their needy without burdening the larger community, and that they were honest in business. Twain knew that most of his contemporaries viewed Jewish businessmen as crooked, but he cited the very success of Jews as proof of their integrity. Here's what he wrote in Concerning the Jews. If the statistics are right, the Jews constitute by 1/4% of the human race. It suggests a nebulous puff of stardust lost in the blaze of the Milky Way. Properly, the Jew ought hardly to be heard of, but he is heard of, has always been heard of. He is as prominent on the planet as any other people, and his importance is extravagantly out of proportion to the smallness of his bulk. His contributions to the world's list of great names in literature, science, art, music, finance, medicine, and abstruse learning are all very out of proportion to the weakness of his numbers. He has made a marvelous fight in the world in all ages, and he has done it with his hands tied behind him. He could be vain of himself and be excused for it. The Egyptians, the Babylonians, and the Persians rose, filled the planet with sound and splendor, then faded to dream stuff and passed away. The Greeks and Romans followed and made a vast noise, and they were gone. Other people have sprung up and held their torch high for a time, but it burned out, and they sit in twilight now and have vanished. The Jews saw them all, survived them all, and is now what he always was, exhibiting no decadence, no infirmities of age, no weakening of his parts, no slowing of his energies, no dulling of his alert but aggressive mind. All things are mortal but the Jews. All other forces pass, but he remains. What is the secret of his immortality? This and other information can be found at the Jewish Virtual Library, the most comprehensive online resource on Jewish history, politics, and culture, to provide a one-stop shop for users from around the world seeking answers to questions on subjects ranging from anti-Semitism to Zionism. You can find them at the jewishvirtuallibrary.org. I am Jill Scharfman, and I hope this makes your day a little more satisfying.